How ridiculous is it that the Miami Heat is going to get Dwyane Wade a statue in front of their arena? Barely at 6'4" with orthotics and wearing Timbs at the same time, Dwyane Wade's athleticism really took care of his career for the most part. Not only deserving of a statue, but also a Hall of Famer in the NBA. As great of an athlete Dwyane Wade is, overall his basketball savviness really made a big impact in his career. We have to remember, Dwyane Wade was not a great three-point shooter. Dwyane Wade barely had a mid-range. He was not a bad mid-range shooter, but for the most part, he was a great slasher. He was really fast, and he was great off the pick and roll and reading off that. But let me ask you guys something. Do you guys still feel like Dwyane Wade still deserves a statue if Chris Bosh and LeBron James didn't come to Miami in 2010? Because now we have to put into perspective that without those two championships that he had won with Chris Bosh and LeBron James, technically Dwyane Wade only has one championship, which is in 2006. Now, if that's the case, do you guys still think that Dwyane Wade should get a statue in Miami? Whatever your answer is, let me know and comment down below, and let's make this a conversation, because that's a whole different situation right there. So comment down. But in today's video, we will be talking about the top moments of Dwyane Wade's career that led him to have a statue in Miami. And at the end of this video, I will talk about one major downfall in Dwyane Wade's career as a Miami Heat player. So stay tuned at the end of this video. If you have any idea of what that is, comment that down below. If you haven't done so, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button, as I will be making videos for you guys every week. And now, let's get to it. Let's start with the draft day. Dwyane Wade was drafted in 2003, which arguably can be the best draft class of all time. You know, maybe you could also throw in the 96 draft where Kobe and Steve Nash was in it. But in 2003, do you guys know who was drafted in that draft class? We're talking about at number 1, LeBron James, Darko Milicic, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh. At number 5, Dwyane Wade. And that's just the top 5, man. Already, just to start off his career, Dwyane Wade was already in great company of greatness. In his rookie year, Dwyane Wade was basically introduced to the NBA world during the playoffs in 2004. For the most part, if you want to be a respected, well-known NBA player, the playoffs is where you make your name. And Dwyane Wade showed out in his first playoff appearance against the New Orleans Hornets. D Wade was able to average 18 points, 5.6 assists, and 4 rebounds in the playoffs in 2004. Although they were eliminated by the Indiana Pacers in the second round, Dwyane Wade was able to show a glimpse of him being the future superstar for the Miami Heat. 2 years later in 2006, and only at his second year, Dwyane Wade was able to win his first NBA championship. Not only Dwyane Wade was able to win his first NBA championship, he was also named the Finals MVP that year. Shaquille O'Neal being traded to the Miami Heat from the Los Angeles Lakers in 2004, it had a big impact on Dwyane Wade's career early on and ultimately helped him to win his first NBA championship in 2006. Fast forward to 2 years later in 2008, Dwyane Wade had another key moment in his basketball career, which was him being able to represent Team USA in the 2008 Beijing Olympics. And boy, that roster was so stacked. You had LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Kobe Bryant, Dwyane Wade himself, just to name a few. With that roster, Team USA was able to win gold compared to the Olympics in 2004, where they only finished as a bronze medalist. Funny enough, in 2010, both of his Olympic teammates in 2008, Chris Bosh and LeBron James, signed with the Miami Heat, which was the beginning of the super teams of this era. Before we continue, I just want to bring something up. Do you guys see a pattern here? Almost every 2 years, ever since Dwyane Wade got drafted in the NBA, there's a pattern here. Almost every 2 years of his career, there's major events that has happened in his career. In 2004, 2006, 2008, 2010. Do you guys see that pattern here? Anyways, I'm just a big numbers guy, and it's just funny how there's always a rhythm and patterns to things that involves number. And I believe it's God's language. But anyways, drop a like on this video if you also noticed that pattern in Dwyane Wade's career. But in that big 3 era in Dwyane Wade's career, throughout that span of 4 years, I believe it was, from 2010 to 2014, Dwyane Wade was able to win 2 championships with that big 3 era in 2012 and 2013. They were able to do back-to-back. I personally think they should have won at least 3 or even all 4 of them, having that, they had a very talented group for that 4-year span. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. In 2014, LeBron James was able to, move on and go back to Cleveland, and Chris Bosh actually stayed in Miami. After that big 3 era in 2014, Dwyane Wade's career basically just went plateaued. He didn't really do much after that, besides, making an all-star games here and there. But when it comes to running deep in the playoffs and having big accolades, it kind of, made a big dip. This is a great segue to what I mentioned early on in this video, where I was going to talk about Dwyane Wade's big downfall in his career. And that downfall was leaving Miami to go to Chicago Bulls. Dwyane Wade left Miami and signed with the Chicago Bulls in 2016. By the looks of it back then, Dwyane Wade was not happy of how he was getting treated by, the one and only, the Godfather himself, Pat Riley. As bad as it was for him to leave Miami Heat, Dwyane Wade's from Chicago, so it wasn't really too bad for him to leave Miami like that, because he was going home anyways. But, Dwyane Wade did a little bit of bouncing around just for a couple of years when he went to Chicago and then went to Cleveland for a year, and then he ultimately just came back to Miami to retire. What about you guys? What's your top moment, favorite moment of Dwyane Wade's career, since, he's getting a statue in front of the Miami Heat arena? Let me know and comment down below what those moments are. And guys, if you made it at the end of this video, feel free to give me suggestions and comment down below on what type of videos I should make next. And if you haven't done so, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and we will see you on the next video.